Hey guys, um, this is the American Mom channel. I'm Michelle. In case some of you didn't know what my real name was, I'm sitting back in this room, and it's very surreal. I've been avoiding this room since the beginning of June. I've wanted to make a video when I knew I was going to take some time off. Okay, and by the title of this video, you know what I'm going to talk about. So please watch this. I don't even know how long I'm going to make this. I don't want to talk on and on and on. I just want to get my point across and then maybe do something after, like maybe a live stream or something once I say what I need to say. But just watch this when you have time. I can't even get my thoughts together. Look at this. I was gonna make some little bullet points of like what to talk about, and this is why it's October the 17th or something, and I can't still form a sentence. Okay, I'm not gonna stress out about it. I need to make this video. I owe it to y'all to let you know where I've been. Not just vacationing. I'm not just taking off. I wish that was the case. First of all, okay, this is going to be all over the place, and I apologize. This is why I wanted to do bullet points and say this and then this and have it in order, because I really don't want to have to edit, this in any way. Excuse me. Because editing just kind of makes the blood pressure rise. I'll explain. Yeah. So if this is all over the place, I'm sorry. This is not going to be the most informative video. I have planned for it. It's October, and I wanted to make this video back in June, and so I've thought about it, and I've done nothing but think about it and when I'm going to make it. But here I am with no bullet points, I don't know where to start. But I think I just need to let y'all know where I've been, what I've been up to, why I haven't done videos, and if I'm going to come back. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. I literally don't know where to start. Okay, I'm just going to start talking, because if I think about it too much, the overwhelmed feeling is going to come back, and I'm going to have a panic attack, and I don't want that. This video is about where I've been and why I'm not doing reactions right now. Okay. Hi, my name is Michelle. I have clinical depression and a severe anxiety disorder known as GAD. That was easy. Easier than I thought. I'm gonna start out that way. I've had these two things probably for a lot longer than I've realized, but I was diagnosed back in 2006. I still see a psychiatrist to this day, and that's been for 13 years now. He and I know each other very well. I do take antidepressants. I do take a anxiety medication. I do rely on those things to keep my serotonin and my chemical imbalance manageable. Now, I've never done this either. I want to say this for the beginning of this video, which it sort of is. I've never asked for y'all to share a video before. I hope you have in the past. Maybe someone that you know that likes Game of Thrones or maybe Lost or Sopranos in the past. You've shared it and said, hey, somebody reacts to it. But like, this video is important because it affects 1 out of 3 people. And 1 out of 3 people have depression or anxiety, and they go through, or maybe it's you're going through what I'm going to describe in just a moment. Maybe you don't know you have an anxiety disorder. Maybe you don't understand why are things this way and why do I get upset and cry for no reason. And it's not that. It's not for no reason. It does come out of the blue, but I would like for y'all to share this video with someone that you know has depression or anxiety. Maybe you want to share it with your family. Maybe you're the one that has depression and anxiety. Trust me, it's hard. It's hard to say to somebody when they can't see something. They don't see a physical illness on you. And you're smiling because we're used to going, I'm fine. I'm okay. Like, stay back. We're good at that. That's a coping mechanism. And we've convinced you that we are okay. And then we cry when we're by ourselves. And we self-deprecate and we don't have confidence and we have all these negative thoughts. And we postpone plans we've had with you out of the blue. And it might piss you off, and we're sorry. But just maybe we've just called and said, I'm sorry, I'm busy. But you know what? We're having a panic attack. We're having a really, really bad day. And we just can't be in public. We can't go have the fun we were planning on having because our busy is we have to deal with ourselves. The busy is not a busy that you have. Like, I'm busy, something came up with my kid, or there's an emergency in the family. That's not our busy. When we call and we cancel plans, it might just be because we're about to lose our mind. We can't hold this lump down in our throat any longer. And we're exhausted from saying, I'm fine. I'm good. How are you? The smile. It's exhausting to do that when we feel like shit, when we're going through stuff, when our family members, and I love my family, but even after 13 years, they still don't get it. They still say things like, calm down, breathe in and out, you'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't stress. Worry and stress have nothing to do with anxiety as a disorder. And you just go, okay, you know, they still say it to me. It's fine. Chill out. Chill out. Love that one. Okay, I'll chill out. Please share this video if anyone's coming to your mind that needs to hear this, because I'm putting it all out there. Again, not in order. My mind's all over the place, but again, that's part of it. I've stressed out about putting a lot of my videos in order before, and you know what? Today I've just got to let it go. As Elsa has said, let it go. Just talk. I'm going to explain how I feel most days, okay? To have an anxiety disorder, this is how I feel most days. Have you ever, and I'm trying to think of a situation. have you been in a car and you're in traffic and you go over some railroad tracks? Okay, put yourself in this scenario. And the car in front of you thought was going to go a little bit further so you could go over the railroad tracks, but they didn't. There's a car that's right behind you that's following pretty closely. You can't back up. So you're sitting on the railroad tracks. Car right in front of you, car right behind you. There's no train coming. There's a red light or something. The things haven't come down. It's not that kind of a situation. There's no train coming. It's just you're in that situation where you're on the railroad track and you're waiting for the light to turn. You're feeling a little bit uncomfortable. You start thinking about, what if all of a sudden the things do come down? What if, when you start doing that, that anxiety level is kind of what I'm at all the time. And it's I don't know how to describe it any other way. I'm very aware of things that are happening around me. If I see something, it can be very minor, but I can all of a sudden, just my brain starts unraveling it into the most horrific scenario that you'd see on the evening news. And it doesn't need to happen. I automatically go to a catastrophe. There's no good outcome. And I don't know why. I don't know why I do that. I'm not trying to be negative. I don't worry. That's just what I do. That's just what my mind does. So imagine in life, metaphorically, being on railroad tracks. There's not a train coming. You'd rather not be on the railroad tracks. You'd rather move up or you'd rather move back. And then you feel a little bit more comfortable. Just in case. Just in case. Okay. That's kind of a day-to-day thing that I have to go through. Now, what does a severe panic attack feel like? You have, sorry, have you had, and put yourself in this scenario, because I think this would have happened to anybody, all of us. Have you been in a situation where you're totally calm, you're either talking to someone else, you're looking at something, everything's fine, and somebody that you know, they just think it's real funny to come up behind you and just really scare you, right? Your adrenaline starts going, your blood, your heart, everything's pumping extra fast, and you look behind you and you realize it's them, and you just kind of want to just, and they go, you should have seen your face, you know. Okay, well, at that moment, you know you're not in danger, okay? This is a person you know. So you're out of the danger zone, but your heart and your body is still reacting to what it's just experienced, okay? It's trying to calm down. And after some time, it will. Not with a panic attack. You want it to. But once it starts, your heart's beating fast, you have like a ringing in your ear, you can have some tingling in your hands, in your arm. You feel like your heart's beating out of your chest. Sometimes you can feel it in your neck. You feel like you're not getting enough air. This adrenaline thing that you feel when you're scared, you're feeling this for minutes, hours. It won't stop. Somebody saying calm down is not going to help you at this moment. You're just like, you might even push somebody out of the way and say, shut up or stop it. Because that's not going to help. Your body's still reacting. Your chemical imbalance is still just going without your permission. The brain, it's so complex. The way your brain, you can't control your brain. There are some things you can do. Um, and I've been to many therapists, still go to therapy, but I've had so many therapists that have said the same thing. There's tools that can help with breathing. Take deep breaths. Take deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, and it's like you count to 5 and then 7 or 3 and then 5, something like that. It's hard to do, but it's kind of like with labor, like if you've given birth to a child and you're kind of breathing through the pain, the physical pain, you're breathing through this mental pain. You need to touch something. There's sensory things you need to touch, feel, smell, see. You need to realize you are okay. You're not gonna die because you feel like you are. With your heart beating like that, the tingling, it's hard to breathe. It's like you're breathing through a straw. Can't get any breath. You feel like you're gonna die. And it starts unraveling more and more. The more that it just feeds. It's just a constant circle of this adrenaline and this thought process. It does it itself. If we could stop it, I'd go, stop it. I'd like talk to my brain. That was misinformation. That was you got scared, stop. And everything just stop. And just all the symptoms go away. And if I could stop it, I would. So when people go, chill out, it's fine. Calm down, don't think about it. Don't think about it. You ever had a song stuck in your head and you're like, and the more you try not to think about it, you think about it. The brain is so complex. And when you can't get away from those thoughts, the negative things and the heart racing and what do? It's not pleasant to live with. But again, people that have clinical depression or severe anxiety, and usually those go hand in hand. You have a little bit of one or the other. I'll have really, really bad down days. I'll wake up and automatically I'll think, oh, it's such and such o'clock. I wish it was nighttime already. Like I want that day to already be over with. And I'll stay in the bed and I will want to go back to sleep because, why do people that are depressed, why do they stay in the bed? Why do they want to go to sleep? Because we want the day to go by. Because when we're sleeping, we don't have to deal with all this bullshit that's going on. And I don't mean like in our world and in our house, and it's not anybody's fault. It's not the family's fault. It's nothing that they've done. It's this constant war and battle that's going on in our head, and we're sick of it. We're sick of fighting it, and we just want to go to sleep. If it's 11 o'clock in the morning, I want to sleep for 2 to 3 hours, and then I can get up at 1 and go, okay, but at least half the day's gone. I only have to deal with, I have to deal with 2.5, 3 hours less than I did with stuff going on in my head that I can't stop. Medicine helps. It really helps. Because sometimes you just want to kill people. You just want to kill somebody. I think my medicine helps me not do that. I'm being honest. I've been taking medicine for 13 years now. I don't think I could just stop taking it now anyway. I'd have to be weaned off of it. I'm addicted to it. I know I am. I don't over abuse it. I don't take more than I'm supposed to. But it's been in my system for 13 years. For me to stop taking it is dangerous. Dangerous. I could have seizures. I could have a stroke. I'd have to be weaned off of it. But right now, and I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to be on antidepressants or anxiety medicine. I'm not. Because you know what? It's keeping me from going batshit crazy. And nobody wants that. Well, she was just smiling the other day. She does a YouTube channel and she just smiles. She loves songs and she loves TV shows, and then she just like went batshit crazy on a place and just like started just cussing and hitting people and just went off. I don't understand what happened. She's a nice person. That's another thing that runs through my mind. Am I going to lose my shit in public one day? Because my mind tells me I'm going to. If I get too overwhelmed at any point, I've been in a grocery store before and I've gotten so overwhelmed, even had a list in front of me of what I'm supposed to buy, and I'm looking at the selections and I'm trying to find what I need, and 5 minutes in, I've left my cart in the aisle, tears strolling down my face, and I've walked out because I can't handle it. And I've had to tell my husband, you've got to go back to the store. I went today, but I didn't get anything. I couldn't. I imagined I went off on somebody in the aisle. I imagined I attacked this woman in the aisle. I was so wound up, and I knocked everything off the aisle. In my mind, the management at the grocery store takes me down. The police are called. A SWAT team is called. I've threatened everybody I'm grocery shopping. Why does it go from that to the worst case scenario? And then you're on the evening news, and then you're a danger to society, and then it just happens. It just happens that way. And to go through something like this on a daily basis, it's exhausting. And I don't tell everybody. I used to have some really close friends, some really close girlfriends. And we all went to church together. And there's been some other things in my life that I've gone to them and I've cried with them, but then they've later talked about me with me not around, and I'd heard some things, and then when I confronted them, they said basically they couldn't help me. It was uncomfortable for them to deal with. So I lost a lot of girlfriends from a church that I confided and told a lot of stuff to, that they decided it was just a little bit too heavy for them to deal with. And that's where you find out who's there for you, who's on your side. And it's not just friends, it can be some family members too. They believe you're going through something, but it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. Come on, get up, get dressed. It's a brand new day. I had somebody tell me once, my favorite place in the world is Disney World. I'm a Disney freak. And I don't mind saying it. I grew up at Disney. And I had someone tell me, when you start feeling bad, when you start feeling like, things are unraveling and you're not feeling yourself, just imagine that you're at Disney. It's the happiest place in the world. It's where you love to be. It always makes you smile when you see the castle and Tinkerbell goes over. Like, that's your happy place. Just imagine being at Disney World. And I looked at this person and I said, now I'm at the happiest place in the world and I feel like this. Okay. I said, it's not the happiest place anymore. Just by me imagining it and putting myself there, it doesn't make everything better. Oh, I'm at Disney. There went the depression. That dark cloud just, where'd it go? That went away. Anxiety? What's anxiety? I'm at Disney. I'd be crying my eyes out, having heart palpitations, hard to breathe, having a panic attack at Disney. Now, who wants that memory? It's not that easy to tell somebody to just kind of, think of something else. It'll be okay. I don't know what the right answer is. I haven't had to live with somebody with my issues. I am the issue. I know. My husband's a saint. My husband is, he has to put up with me. I don't. I'm in my own prison and crazy self. I love doing YouTube. I love doing this. For the last 2 years, I've done YouTube. It's been an outlet. It's been a way for me to express myself and just talk to y'all and react and start doing stuff. I didn't think I would get this many subscribers. No, never did. Never did. And to be honest, I liked it when it was a lot less. Because for me, I felt like the expectation all of a sudden went whoop. I didn't know what to do with it. I started getting more comments, more messages, more. I just felt like the expectation was, it's just so much higher. And I didn't want that. I liked having this channel. It was for me. I wasn't working in a salon anymore. I wasn't doing hair. I wasn't working with my brother. He has a disability, and I was doing healthcare for him for a while. But then my psychiatrist, along with some other doctors, said, it's very consuming and it's very taxing on any relative to take care of another ailing relative. My brother's very medical, and tubes and all kind of equipment you've got to learn how to do. And I backed away from that. I did that for a while after I had done the salon thing, and then stopped that. I had to find my own niche, my niche. And I'm very comfortable in this space. I started downstairs, but I'm very comfortable doing this and talking to y'all via this webcam. I've enjoyed it so much. I can be myself. But then again, as stuff started to escalate, I didn't know what to do. I had people sending me private messages of some really personal stuff. And this isn't a bad thing, but I think for somebody with my issues, with my anxiety and my depression and my expectations of myself, because I grew up being seen and not heard. I didn't have a voice growing up. It was a very strict upbringing, and I was just... So to now have people say, oh, you remind me of my mother. My mother passed away. I feel like when I watch these reactions with you, I'm watching with my mother. I love seeing that, but at the same time, you see that comment more and more and more, and you start feeling like this responsibility. And it's totally what my brain's doing. I love, those are wonderful comments, and I love everything and everybody that is a part of this channel. If you've left a comment, if you've left a like, if you've left a dislike even, and you've watched the video, if you've seen my face, if you've paid attention to anything I've said or done, whether you've liked it or not, I do appreciate it. But in my own world, which is contained right in through here, I think I need a lobotomy. Not a total lobotomy, but somebody needs to invent something where you can take the brain out and remove the dysfunction, anxiety, depression, negative thoughts, take it out, put it back in. It's not that easy. I looked up, it was sometime this summer, I looked up the number of videos that I have on my channel, and I've been doing this for 2 years, And in that time, I've done 934 videos. That's a lot. I do contribute some of this overwhelmed feeling. It's my fault. I like to sign up for something, and I like to go in hard and give it 100%. And I don't like to say no, and I like to continue. And then I added Patreon, and then that was something. And then you have to keep up with certain other things, and then you've got to. I wanted to just keep going, but my body and my brain was saying, excuse me, you haven't asked us if we can handle this. I wasn't thinking that way. I've always just gone. And that's what I've done now. And I feel like I'm ruining this. I feel like this 2 years of hard work and something that I enjoy doing from home, flexible, pays some of the bills. It doesn't pay any of the house bills. It pays some of my bills. I'm able to send my daughter money while she's at college. I'm able to put gas in my car. I'm able to, go to the movies or go out to dinner when my family, I don't have friends anymore. They can't handle it. When they want to do something, I have my own money. I don't have to go to Brad and go, can I have money? I want to go to the movies, or, you know what I mean? Like, it was just mine. It was something that, it was just mine. And I feel like, I'm messing it up. I went too hard again, but I don't know what a medium is. I don't know, do I return? Do I try? Do I just do Patreon? Should I just do Patreon and just do things that are movie reactions or long, do I go back and just do that? Or do I go back and I can't do Patreon and the channel again. Do I go back to just the channel and do things that I can do? It may be one reaction a week. There's no schedule. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm just, I feel like my hands are tied behind my back and I've been dropped in the water and they're saying swim. I don't know who they are, but you know what I mean. Swim, just swim. You're trying to stay afloat and you don't understand like what to do. That's where I am right now. I want to be in here, but like my bedroom is over here. Sorry. Here. And I have to walk down this hallway, get down to the stairs to go downstairs in our house. And I pass by this room all the time and my stomach drops. Because I know I need to come, I know I needed to come in here and like say something and I haven't. And then it's like what to say and what to say, how to say it, how do you explain? Well, American Mummy, Michelle, you're brave. You're doing what you can. You take some time off. We're here when you need us. We'll still be here. I don't know when that will be. And that's not y'all putting pressure on me. That's me putting pressure on me. That's me saying, what did I start 2 years ago that now I can't come through with because of my issues, because of what I'm going through. It was a week off at the end of Game of Thrones. It was take a week off, and then it turned into 2, 3, 4. After it turned into a month, almost 2 months, I started thinking, I can't. And I really was saying no. I was gonna just discontinue a lot of things. And I was gonna make a goodbye video. And I didn't know what to say with that. And now I'm at a, what do I do? Video. I don't know if I'm coming back. I don't know if I can. Got this lump right here. I want to. I enjoy this. I enjoy interacting with y'all. Some of y'all have been here for the whole 2 years. You've been here when I was downstairs and I had just started, and the editing is crapola. It is crapola. And you learn as you go along. You just have to do it and learn as you go along. But I don't know what I want to do or what I can do for this channel. I don't know what I can handle and not freak out and need to lay in the bed for several days at a time. I've been in the bed a lot this summer. I've gained some weight. I'm also going through perimenopause. I mean, if what I'm going through isn't enough, I'm at that age where I'm 47. I don't care. Where before you hit full menopause, like your body's doing this roller coaster thing. So that's great. That's perfect timing as well. And every single thing you do affects your mood and your weight and your temperament. I get on my own nerves. I know I'm on my husband's nerves. Y'all gotta pray for Brad. If he hadn't just walked up and left, I mean, that's the miracle. I'm a pain in the ass, I promise. And he'll go, sometimes he'll say, "What did I do?" And I'll say, "It's nothing you've done, just shut up." That's not right. Okay, I have to wrap this up because I don't want it to be really long, and I don't want to have to edit it. Being honest. I think I've said pretty much what I want to say. I've explained how anxiety feels to me on a daily basis and when a panic attack really hits. With that adrenaline, you're on the train track for a regular day. You've been scared from behind and your heart's beating and then that just is a panic attack. Along with a lot of physical ailments, tingling, and you do. A lot of people that experience a panic attack for the first time, they'll go to the ER. They'll go to the hospital because it feels like a heart attack. So, keep that in mind. But once you have a panic attack, you'll probably have another. I remember my therapist saying to me, sorry, it wasn't my therapist, it was my psychologist. He said to me in our first few meetings, he said, I wanted to know what happened to me. I wanted to know why I was okay through a strict child upbringing, and my first marriage was really, really tough. I had a lot of responsibilities, but I just kept, going and going and going, like the Energizer Bunny. You just keep going and going. You just keep going. He said, Michelle, what's happened is your brain is being blocked. Like there's this dam that's there, and it's been holding everything back, all your emotions, everything, all your fears, your panics. And he said the dam just broke. It couldn't hold any longer. You've been suppressing stuff for so long. And I was in my 30s. You've been suppressing stuff for so long. The dam just broke. Once the dam breaks, the water just keeps coming. You can't contain it again. So I learned that early on, and it doesn't get easier. You do have to stick with your meds, but you do also have to see a therapist. Like therapy and your psychiatrist, they have to go hand in hand. You don't just take meds and then expect it to be okay. Your therapy, it has to be something that you make time and room for. And it's not cheap. It's expensive. Trust me, I know. But it's a necessity. So, just keep all this in mind right now. I may do a live stream after I put this video up. It would be on a weekend, a Saturday or a Sunday. And I don't even want to like say, well, it'll be this time and this day, because again, that makes me go, I have to, what if I'm not okay that day? I had to back out of the Game of Thrones finale live stream. George Alexander, he went ahead and had the live stream with Seska Says and Torchwood Boy, and it was fantastic. I watched it, but I was supposed to be a part of it, and I just couldn't. I couldn't. My mind was not with Game of Thrones at all. When I finished that final scene, the final reaction, I probably went in my bed and just like cried for 2 days. So anyway, I don't know when I would do the live stream, but I would, I'll do it sometime soon. Let's just say that, and it would be on a weekend. So hopefully if y'all have your notification bell on, you'll be notified when I'm live. And y'all can ask questions. You can ask me anything you want. I don't have to answer because some things are still kind of private, kind of just for me to know right now. If I feel like it's beneficial for someone, if they're going through something, like, you know, you can ask me something. I don't mind giving instances or say certain things that have happened like over the years. But then there's certain things that I know I can't go into. But you can definitely, like, if you tune in, you can ask me some things, because I do want, and I'm hoping, Lord willing, I'm hoping that this is an experience that I can share with y'all that is not just in vain. It's not just something that, like this hell that I'm going through on earth, and then it's for no reason, and then like, I think it's for a reason. I don't know what it is yet. Maybe it's to reach just somebody out there that you share this with, or that's watching it, and they can say, I have felt like that. I didn't know what it was. Or I'm just going to show this video to my family, because every time I say, I can't go right now, I can't do this with y'all, I can't do that, it's something that they need to take seriously, that I really, if I just keep doing things for others, which we all tend to do, I keep saying yes and doing things for others, it's going to come back on me tenfold, and I'm going to be spiraled into this dark, dark hole, black hole, and it's going to take me days, weeks to get out of, just because I said yes to an activity and I knew I shouldn't go. It's in a bad place. I don't know. I'm hoping that this is for something and not just me talking. I think that's all I want to talk about right now. I am still watching YouTube. I am still watching Game of Thrones through the eyes of the channel Sis Nerdly and George Alexander. They're catching up with us. It's fun watching them. I'm also really enjoying watching The Walking Dead again. It's in my top 3 favorite shows of all time. I've seen every episode, I don't know how many times, and I have been watching season 10. It's so good. Shh, no spoilers. See what I did there? Whispers? Oh, so creepy. I am still on YouTube almost every day, because I've got Hogwarts Reacts, watching Lost every Monday and Friday. That's fantastic. I've got the other 2 channels I've mentioned. Duo Reacts is showing Walking Dead on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm always tuning into that stuff. If not right away, you know, at some point, not long after they put the videos out. So I'm still there. I'm still online. I have a secret username. I'm not going on there as myself. Just trying to keep like everything down, so that people can just enjoy the reactions and not, where have you been? You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm doing this. But I'm there. I love YouTube. I'll always watch and love YouTube, but I need to figure out how me and this channel are going to move forward. And right now, I have no idea. Thank you to those of you who have reached out, subscribers. I love y'all. Many of you have reached out to my husband, Brad, and he has passed along your messages, and I love you. I haven't responded probably directly because I'm trying to stay away from all that right now. But he's passed along the messages, and I really do appreciate them, and I miss y'all. I really do. Thank you to the reactors that have messaged me privately. Thank you for checking up on me. I'm doing better, which is what I've responded to. I've tried not doing I'm fine, because that's what I'm used to saying. I'm okay. How are you? Deflect, right? You know, just I'm fine. How are you? I'm losing my mind, but I'm not going to tell you. I've said I'm doing much better. Thank you for checking in on me, which is true. I'm doing better, because I couldn't do this. I haven't been in this room in 4 months, y'all. It's October, so 5 months. My gosh. Yeah, I need to get it together. And I will at some point. I just don't know how. But I thank y'all for being there for me. Keep me in your prayers if you're a praying person. That would be great. I will try to keep y'all up to date as to what's going on, what I'm doing, what I will do. But I hope to have a live stream before I make another video as to what my decision is. Yeah, I thank y'all very much for watching this, for listening. Please share the video. I've never asked that before, to share the video. But this video out of the 934 that I've done, I would want you to share this one, because somebody out there that you know has felt or feels this way, or it's you, because it's 1 out of 3 people. So thank you for listening to me. I hope to be back soon. No promises, but I want y'all to know that I'm doing better. I'll be okay, but I've got to take care of myself, and that's what I've been doing lately. And then the holidays are coming up. You know, that's always stressful. But we all need to take time and take care of ourselves. So let's all do that. We've got to put ourselves first. It's hard. It's hard for me to say that. I don't usually put myself first. I'm a Pisces, and I'm every bit of a Pisces, but I need to put myself first. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I miss y'all. I love y'all. And until the next video and the next time. I almost forgot that I said that. It just came to me.